All right, Lydia. What was the story you were telling me that you learned in school?
Oh, he didn't like Saul.
Okay, Saul what now?
Saul didn't like all the people that worshipped Jesus, so he would put them in jail, and then he would go put more people in jail that worshipped Jesus, and then Jesus shot a bright light down from heaven, and then it blinded him really bad, and his eyes were open, but they could not see.
He couldn't see anything?
Yeah, and this boy was helping him walk because he was blind, and then it was really Jesus, and then he unblinded him, and then he changed his name to Saul Paul.
And then what happened?
That's the end.
What's the other story about Paul?
Once they told him this old crowd was there with Saul and his friend, and they were telling him about Jesus on the mountain, and they didn't want to believe that. The crowd, an angry crowd, didn't want to believe God and worship God, and then they put him in jail, and sometimes Saul got in jail. And the people that did not want to worship God were the ones who put him in jail. And then when everybody was asleep, it like shaked side to side.
The jail did?
Yeah.
The whole thing?
Yeah. And then the soldiers came to look if Saul and his friend were still in the jail, and then they were surprised that they were still there. And they just waited and waited and waited. They had a choice to leave because it was shaking, but they didn't because the guards were coming, and then they waited and waited until they were there, and then the guards were surprised that they were still there, and then everybody wanted to worship God, even the angry old crowd, and then they let him out of jail, and that's the end.
Where'd you hear that story?
Bible.
Oh,
School.
wow. Okay. Awesome.
And I think we've got probably 2 more stories or one.
One more left, then you're done with the Bible.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Maybe 2 or 3 or 4.
Okay. All right.
I don't know.
Night-night.
It may be 1. If it's 1, it will probably just be tomorrow will be the last page if it's 1.
Okay.
Or if it's 2, the day after tomorrow will be the last page.
All right. Night-night.
Night.
Love you.
Love you more.
Mm-mm.
I love you all the way from China, Disney World, Sun, back, and all the way back to God in your heart.
Wow. Who loves you the most? No, I said who loves you the most? Who me? All right. Night-night.